Well, hi.
Hi.
You're here.
Are we
We're
starting?
Here. We're starting. Oh, man. All
the things.
2026.
So
here
crazy.
we are. What a wild thing.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that, it's weird. It's weird.
Well, I'll tell you what's weird is the fact that I spent the whole morning crashing out. You poor thing.
Me poor
Listen,
thing.
Nothing's right.
Well, especially if your underwear is doing a thing, man.
I'm telling you, you can't have ill-fitting underwear with the neckline that's too tight.
No.
And your hair is not cooperating, and God forbid, I don't know. It's just women know,
Women know. To get ready for this podcast, we have to put ourselves together a little bit.
Do we? Because
it would be so much easier if they could just hear our voice and not have to see things. But
Yeah.
it's fine. We're
Everything's
here.
fine.
We're fine. We're not crashing out. It's totally fine.
oh my God. Speaking of
Talk to
not
me.
crashing out.
Yeah.
So I, like a lot of people at the beginning of the year, through the holidays, I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to just indulge and enjoy myself. So I was in really good shape right around summertime. And then I just decided, I'm not going to count calories. I'm not going to, listen, give me those desserts and all the just delicious stuff, you know what I mean? And there's just so much fun to be had and joy to experience. And so I did. And so the thing is, I just was let me just, it's the new year. I'm ready to start getting back into the swing of things,
Get a baseline.
So let me just see where I'm at, because I didn't bother weighing myself. Why should you?
First of all, I don't ever
weigh yourself.
No, that's a terrible idea. But anyway.
Speaking of terrible ideas, I decided to hurt my own feelings a little bit. And I was let me just see where I'm at. So then when I start this journey, I kind of have a starting point.
Totally.
And listen, we know, when things don't be fitting, and you just know. So again, I'm not worried about it. I was just thinking okay, well, let me have an idea, but let me see where I'm at. I step on the scale, and I have an app attached to my phone, so it can tell you every detail you would ever want to know.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It pops up on the screen, and it's confirmed data. This number is drastically different than the last. Is this you? And then in black, it says it's me. And in green, it says it's not me.
It was make sure you press the green one, not be you.
Bitch, is this you? It was
are you okay? That's what it should have said. Are you all right? What's happening?
First of all, the audacity to even have that pop up. Gosh. Second of all, the fact that it just assumed that it was not, it was green, press this one, green. And the worst part was rude. I had to be it's me. I had to push, it's me. It's me, Jessica. I'm in here. But the thing is
gosh.
Again, all shapes, sizes, it does not matter what the number is.
No.
It's all beautiful.
No.
I just want to feel good and be healthy. Right. And so I didn't really care about what the number was, but when it popped up, and I still didn't even get my feelings hurt. In my mind, I went, yep, that feels about right. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
I was this is going to be.
I just can't believe it even popped up a thing being what?
Confirmed data.
This
number is drastically different than the last.
Did they have to use the word drastically? Because that just feels very aggressive.
I can post it when we post this.
My God.
It literally said drastically different. Whatever. All I know is I'm really excited about getting back on track and everything. But it was just so funny for it just to be who just stepped on me?
Oh my gosh. Well, I love that you just posted it on TikTok, but it was just you just did it. You just posted all of that on there. And
I actually didn't even think twice. So then after I posted it, and it's 18 pounds up from where I'm normally at, and the old Jessica back in the day would have literally cried herself to sleep and just like starved herself to death. And it's so crazy to me that I'm just at a place in my life now where like that number doesn't ruin my day. I literally didn't even think about that I'm posting this number that's like high or whatever.
Is amazing. I feel like that's such a healthy place to be, like mentally. You know what I mean? Like that you're just like, okay, well, this is just what it is right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that literally is the truth. This is just what it is right now. Yeah. And honestly, that number on me versus that number on someone else versus, you know, it's like, who cares?
Seriously.
You know,
seriously, who cares?
I want to feel good. Yeah. I want to not get winded when I go up and down the stairs putting laundry away.
Facts. I also like to just fit in the clothes I have because I actually like the clothes I have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that also feels nice. But
yeah, that was a fun way to start my 2026.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so during the break, we went and actually we saw quite a few movies and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been hitting up the theaters.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
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 It just, you know, it has to happen. Just let it.
You know.
Okay, so I saw a couple movies recently that are based off of books.
Okay.
And one of them was Regretting You.
Okay.
And it's a Colleen Hoover book.
I really wanted to see that. I haven't read any Colleen Hoover, to be honest. But that movie looked so good. So tell us about it. What did you think?
Okay, first of all, are there any other, like, you know, readers or book talk girlies who read something and then immediately when you're done, it leaves your brain?
Oh, yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, come on. Like,
don't ask me any questions. No. It was a 5-star read. No clue.
Don't even ask me the names of the people. To
Definitely
be honest,
don't ask me.
They're gone. Once I'm done and I'm done like in talking about it,
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, on to the next.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I went and saw the movie, I didn't remember what it was about.
Okay.
I just remember I loved the book and I couldn't remember any details. And you know me, I don't like even a whiff of a spoiler.
Oh, no. You don't want anyone talking about anything.
Yeah, don't even blink weird around me. I hate it. So I'm not going to go and read all about it ahead of time. I just knew that I loved the book. I saw that it came out in theaters. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see that. I went in there kind of blind and I loved it because I forgot all the twists and turns. And when it was happening, I was genuinely shocked and I was crying. Obviously, as it was happening, I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's what happened. But it was so good. I mean, it's definitely like a hang out at home in your comfy clothes and, you know, with a little snack and watch it at home. But I'm glad I went and saw it. It was really good. I also saw more recently, is it The Housemaid?
Yeah.
The Housemaid.
That looked hella scary.
Okay.
I did not see it.
I don't even think I watched the trailer. I
saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, I'm out. I don't like scary movies.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have been so shocked if I would have done that because I just knew that it's a super popular book and I hadn't read or listened to the book at all. And I didn't read what it was going to be about. I didn't watch the trailer, nothing. I was just like, oh, this is based off of a popular book. Sign me up. I go and watch it. Shook.
Dude.
It was so disgusting and crazy and just like all over the place. But I do want to talk a little bit about it because
tell me.
So one thing that looking back, I'm just like amazed with how well they showed what it's like to be with an extremely toxic and abusive person when sometimes the abuse isn't just they hit you or like how, I don't know, like evil and planned out it is.
Oof.
Like,
I don't like that at all.
I know, but most importantly, I think that for people who have experienced that type of evil, it is crazy how well they're able to portray in this movie or book just how this guy can make it appear that he is like, he's so attractive and he's so charismatic and he just gives her the world and she's so lucky. How did she even get someone like him? He is just so sweet and thoughtful and generous and, you know, like it psychologically fucks you up because you believe those things because you're watching it, you're seeing it, and you're like, oh my God. And then when you realize that he was making her look crazy, he was making her like go crazy and appear a certain way to everyone else, that he, you know, was doing all these things secretly behind closed doors, and she could never convince anyone that it's actually happening. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff.
That shit fucks me up.
Oh, I was triggered. It was crazy. It was crazy, but it was really gross.
But okay, would you recommend it?
Yes.
Okay. Hella nasty.
Yes, because like I think it has a happy ending.
Okay.
And I don't mean
like everybody is like holding hands. And,
no.
Okay. All right.
No.
I love when someone gets their comeuppance.
Oh, the karma was, it was so good.
It was good.
And
sweet vengeance.
I love when, in this situation, these women can psychologically do him. You know what I mean? They planned this beautiful revenge where they came out on top, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. That would probably make me watch it, but it would probably disturb me.
It would definitely disturb you.
I'm telling you, those psychological ones, they like I keep playing it over and over in my head. Like what's going on and like what, like thinking about all of the different things.
I thought it was so good. I loved it. Anyways,
I guess I'll have to watch it. So I went and saw Avatar actually because my husband loves an action movie.
I'm like, I'm watching the most fucked up shit, and you're like, I saw Avatar.
I will say it was actually really good. I love Avatar. Okay, I'm just gonna admit it. I just really love those movies. I think it's so cool.
I've never seen.
What?
No, I couldn't even. If you paid me money right now, I couldn't even guess what it would even be about. They're blue, right? Like,
oh my God, Jess.
No clue.
Okay, well, we don't need to explain the whole thing, but basically there's a whole nother world where these creatures they're like a whole civilization of these beautiful creatures, and they're very connected to Mother Earth. I think it's like, they call it Iwa. And basically they're just like in harmony with the planet, basically. Our world is like depleted all of its supplies of everything. And so it's like, oh, they have all of these like nutrients that we need for our planet to survive. Yeah. So we're just going to come and drill and do all this shit and like basically decimate whatever to get what we need. So that's kind of like the basis of the story. But I don't think I'm doing a very good job explaining it. But basically the humans can't exist there. Like they have to have like suits on and they can't breathe there. Good. So there's this thing where they basically put them in a machine and they have like an avatar, right? Of themselves on the planet that looks like the tribes. So there's like a man in a big tank thing with all of his things hooked up. Yeah. And then his avatar, his like brain and everything is in this avatar on this planet.
I had no idea.
It's very good. But basically there's there's love stories and there's other different aspects of, you know,
maybe that's where the love of my life is.
You might just be on another planet, you know, like it could be that. But anyway, so we went and saw Avatar 3 and it was very, very good. Aww. I liked it. And then we also saw, which I think we're going to do, I won't go too deep into it because I think we'll do an entire episode about this movie because it was so beautiful and amazing and heart-wrenching and funny. And it was called Sorry Baby, and it was just a story about like how abuse affects your whole life and how it can like alter you and like how you go about things. And it was super beautifully done, definitely very like indie movie. And the person who plays the main character is also the writer and director of it, and she does an amazing job. So we'll dive into that on a different day. But yeah, I saw that and it was one of those movies where I watched it and I laughed like through it. And then after it was done, I just like bawled my eyes out for like a half an hour.
Oh, no.
Because it was just like all of the things. So anyway, we'll talk about that on a different day. But yeah, that was spectacular.
Another movie that you saw that I want to see, and it's no longer, I can't see it in theater, so I have to try to figure out how to watch it on something. Anyways, Eternity?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Eternity. I totally forgot that I saw that. That one was so fun.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen, and she has to like, basically she passes away, but she was married previously.
That one was so fun. Yeah, she passes away.
But it's cute. It's like fun. It's like, it doesn't feel tragic at all. Like it's actually kind of funny and like weird, because it's basically like the afterlife, but in this scenario, you have like almost like a train station where you like land in this place, and there's all of these different options for eternity. So you have like 7 days to pick eternity, like which eternity you want to go on. Yeah. You want like a beach eternity, or do you want like a mountain eternity, or do you want like whatever?
I love that.
But she had been married previously, and her husband had died in war, and then she had been married to another man for like 60 years.
So who do you spend it with?
Why choose? So, I mean, the men were not super happy with like her deciding to not decide, you know, as she's kind of working through this, but that's not how it ends. But yeah, it was really well done. And I thought it was like sweet.
Aww.
But also like I didn't fully expect it to end the way it did, and like I didn't fully expect to have it walk through what it walked through. So
now I want to see it even more.
Yeah, so good. It was so good. Yeah, highly recommend. It really isn't super serious, but it also is one of those movies where it like makes you think about those things.
Yeah.
Like, how would that work? Or like, how in that scenario, like people who have passed away, who've had like multiple marriages or multiple loves, you know, that they like how would that look like after? I don't know. Or even if that exists, or what? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like all the things.
I'll just be sitting on a beach by myself.
Just be like, I'm drinking this marg.
Oh my God.
Give me a spicy delightful. Margarita.
Oh my God. You know what? That's how I'll know heaven exists.
Just give me a spicy marg on the beach.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was super good. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah. So you know what else we like besides a white shoes is MM.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I was talking to someone in the salon yesterday, and they were like, "What do you mean an MM? I don't know what that means." And I
was like, let me tell you.
Let me educate you for a moment, and your life will forever be changed. So, Heated Rivalry.
It's everywhere. You can't escape it.
My For You page, pretty much only that, and weird supplements that they keep trying to sell me on Instagram. That's it. It's like Heated Rivalry. Why all these supplements? I don't know. It's a thing. So you watched and I read.
Yes. I got an HBO subscription.
Yes.
So I could watch this. I'm like, take my money.
Yes.
I need this.
So I've only watched episode 1 because it's been Christmas break and like everybody's been home. So I have not, this isn't something by yourself situation. And I was never alone for like 2 straight weeks. So I did read Heated Rivalry and The Long Game.
Okay.
So this is one of
I have not. I've only watched it.
So yeah. It's just so good. Okay. So I will say, I'm going to shout out to my client and friend, Susan, who told me to watch, if you haven't watched it or you haven't read it and you want to read it, watch half of the first episode to get the voice of Ilia.
Okay, so remember when I was like, how does that work? Because you have to hear him like speak in Russian.
Yes. She was like, listen to his voice so you can get that down.
Yeah.
So then go into the books with the like accent down. Because sometimes when you're reading something, like I just read another book and he has a Scottish accent and I was like, oh, Gerard Butler. Like I could like pick up the Scottish brogue because I like could think of someone who had that.
Yeah.
If you don't have like a good Russian accent in your brain, like watching part of it so that you get the accent, but then like peace out, go to the book.
Okay, first of all, my algorithm has so many of their like interviews and stuff, which I love to see them in real life.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
What I saw is that he did not know Russian at all.
Dude, his voice, this man.
We're both gagged.
I gagged because I'm like, how is this boy from Texas?
What the?
With this like super good Russian accent. Like,
do you know?
So good.
That he didn't know if he was going to get the part. And he found out 8 days before they were supposed to start filming. So he learned Russian in 8 days.
Stop. That is wild. That is wild.
Isn't that wild?
Dude.
Because everyone on TikTok and stuff, they're all people who speak Russian. They're like, oh no, that's like, that is legit. That is good.
How he did that.
Yes.
I don't know. But it was great. It was, well, and it's, I know this is like the most random thing, but I watch Project Runway. I love Project Runway. And there was a guy from Russia on there, Dmitry, on one of the seasons, and he like was one of the front runners. And so like I watched that avidly, and he sounds so much like Dmitry from Project Runway. And so I had that in my head, and I was like, his voice is a little bit lower, but I was like, he sounds straight up like him. Like crazy.
Listen, I don't care about sports at all. None of them.
I do now.
But take me to a boy aquarium right now.
That's what I'm saying. I saw this video of this girl that was holding a sign, and you can't see it, and she turned it around and it just said kiss. She's at the boy aquarium just being like, kiss.
And we're jumping all over the place, but
I know.
But come on.
It's too fun.
You're telling me the way they warm up
with the hip.
Can I just pay to just watch the warm-ups? They're out there just like humping the ice.
They're loosening up those hips, girl. They are loosening them up. Yeah.
Loosen up my buttons. So this is a hockey romance.
Yeah. So male on male.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So because it's going to be a little bit different because you've watched it and I've seen clips, obviously, and I watched the first episode, but I just have all of the story and like the inner dialogue, like my brain, like it was so well done and so cute. And I just want to like shout out to Rachel Reed because I think when, especially in film or in other like different things, you tend to have the two male characters that fall in love end tragically.
Yeah.
Like you have like Brokeback Mountain, right? Like there's like
I still haven't seen that.
Dude. Okay. So like tragedies, you know? And I think this is like the fact that it's a phenomenon and everyone loves it makes my heart so happy.
I am so happy.
Because I feel like it's
people that we didn't even think would be into that kind of thing are obsessed.
And it's like opening up. It's so important to show like different love, right?
Yes.
Like it's so important for representation.
Yes.
To show up in these ways and to show like queer love that's joyful is like it just gives me chills.
But also the struggle, the ups, the downs, it's like
especially in this
so
environment
real.
of like okay, I was thinking about this because I watch football with my husband, right? And I was thinking like how many NFL players are out that I know of, and I'm like I can't think of one. Statistically, in this sport, there's only males.
Yeah,
there's gotta be lots and lots and lots of closeted gay men in the NFL. And it made me think about the NHL, similar, like it's this like bro-y, like we gotta be like the tough dudes. Yeah. But it's like this gave permission to like be that and also love a man. Like that's okay. It's okay to be both those things, both and. So
I think that a lot of times, you know, it gets stereotyped as like if you're a gay man, then like this is how you talk, this is how you dress, this is how you act.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that might be true to some extent, but
that's so limiting.
But it's so limiting. And also I think one of the things we love the most about it is two like very, very like masculine,
like it's like
presenting, you know.
Yeah.
But when they are being vulnerable with each other and they do have that genuine connection, like they're able to just kind of like drop that mask and be themselves and be authentic. Yeah. And they're just such sweet little cute muffins.
They are the most muffiny muffins. Like they're the fact that they get, it's like so smushy. Like their love is so smushy.
Like Ilia is like so scary. Like when he's like everyone knows that he's like don't mess with that motherfucker.
No,
like,
he's a fucking asshole.
He is crazy and he comes off very just like harsh and blunt. Abrasive, and and when you get to see just how like funny and playful and silly and he's like a little baby girl,
he's so tender. Like that's the thing is like he's presenting these things and all of these things are true about him. It's not that he's not like like
they're both.
He can be that way, but it's also like that he has the breadth of their characters is what I love so much because they are very serious hockey players. They're very competitive
against each other too.
100%.
I love it.
Me too, because I'm a competitive
I know you
bitch.
do.
I'm like, I'm not gonna let you win. I love you so much that I will like freaking.
Oh my gosh,
we're going toe to toe.
Yeah,
man. But it was just their tenderness to each other as it like progressed. Like at first, it was much more, at least from the books, it was much more like. Shane is absolutely losing his mind. Like he is crashing out about this situation.
Well, because he had never been with a man.
He had never, he didn't know that he had those feelings, right?
Well, he had always had those type of feelings, but never thought it was an option.
Got it.
So forced himself to like, to his parents, to everyone else, he had a certain image, like a ladies' man kind of thing, but
Wait, Ilia or Shane?
Shane. Like, he wasn't like hooking up with a bunch of people or anything, but they all were like, oh, like what lucky lady are you gonna be with? And like everyone viewed him a certain way, and he had to just kind of be like, oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna focus on the game, and like, because he had those feelings, but he had never admitted to himself that he is gay. Right. Like that was not even bisexual, nothing. Right. But he realizes that like, he can't even force himself. Like he tries to be straight and it's just not there.
Interesting. So in this might just be my perception. So I'm just going to caveat that. In the book, Ilia is more of like the ladies' man.
Oh,
he's like it's blasted all over that like.
Well, he's actually hooking up with.
Yes, and hooking up with people. With Shane, it's more of like he's just more focused on the game. But he has like, he's been with a girl or two, but like he doesn't understand the feelings. Like he's like unraveling the feelings as the book is going on. Like, okay, what do I feel this way? I can't stop thinking about him. Like, and like, I'll just do this once and then it'll be done. Right. But then it was like, it just kept like feeding it. And like, he just kept being like, oh, I really like this. You know what I mean?
And I think at one point he even said like, I'm not gay. And the guy's like, okay. Like,
it's, oh my gosh. The scene where he's like, have you ever put anything here? And he's like, oh yeah, I have like a thing at home, and he's like, what color is it? I was crying because that is verbatim exactly what happens in the book too, where he's just like, what do you think that makes you gay? And he's like, you know what really makes you gay is wanting to suck me. And I was like, oh, yep, okay. Like what? Like he's still grappling with it, but obviously Ilia is like, buddy, like what do you think this actually means for you?
Well, and he's like, well, have you been with a guy before? He's like, yeah. He was very just like, of course,
totally. Yep. Just like that's the thing is I feel like Ilia is really confident in who he is as a human, and Shane is still like figuring it out. He's in the figuring out stage. But what's so cool about their dynamic together too is Ilia has a lot of internal struggles. And
with his family
is just it's rough, and like all of that, he still holds on to a lot of that.
Yeah.
And so I think some of what he does is kind of like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like he gives off like a, I don't care about these things, but he really does care very deeply. And so it's like watching him kind of empower Shane and them starting to like actually be in relationship instead of just like, oh, this is a hookup and it doesn't mean anything. It starts meaning a lot, you know? So, but I also just love that it's like, it just feels like the giddiness of like the back and forth, the build up to like seeing each other again. And like, but then also like the banter. Oh my God.
I love it.
Banter. It's so good. But it's so funny because I was thinking about this as I was reading it. And I thought to myself, if a man talked to me like Ilia talks to Shane, we would never work.
Well, yeah, because
it's like, it's that goading kind of like, you know what I mean? It's almost like that power play, the power struggle in it.
Yeah.
And for me, that would not be my thing, but I can see, and I love that in their dynamic because he doesn't just dish it, he can take it too. And that to me is like, that's that reciprocal back and forth.
And we love like the fact that they had each other saved in their phones as like girl names. And it was like a secret back and forth thing, texting before games and this and that. And it's like, whether it's emails, calls, texts, we love that back and forth.
That is so true. Because there is something about like a buildup that's not in person.
Yeah.
Like where you're like planting these little seeds. Yeah. And like these little moments where you're like kind of infiltrating their space without even being there. Freaking love it. Well, I love it.
And like, I don't know if we're not trying to do spoilers or whatever, but I feel like when it does come out, like when the scene where it's no longer a secret, like that was such a shocking, I wasn't ready for it.
Dude.
I wasn't ready. Okay. You're like, you're watching it and they're like, just having like, they're in the cottage. The cottage. The cottage. Like, it's just, you're just so like, finally, fucking yes. Oh, they're so in love and everything's so great. And they're like making out and stuff and it's so fucking hot. And all of a sudden you're like,
dude, no! That's literally how I reacted as I was reading it. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like,
and just the way, like the way it makes you instantly turn into like,
oh my gosh.
Like I'm in trouble, you know?
Oh, for sure.
You have these big old, you know, hockey player, like badass dudes. And like, then it's like, oh no, mom and dad, wait.
Mom and dad are here.
Oh no, I'm in trouble.
I hate feeling like I'm in trouble.
I know.
Let me tell you. But also just the reactions of the mom and dad.
Every part of this show.
It's like healing.
It is the best. And anyone who thinks it's like, oh, it's just two dudes like going at it. That's so ridiculous, like dumbed down because it is just the most beautiful story and so many levels and layers to it. I think the way that they support each other when he is talking to his parents is like so cute and
I know. It's adorable.
I was just so kicking my feet.
I know. It's just the freaking best.
Yeah. But at the same time, there's so many like tiny little things that you might miss. And it was just like, I was literally like holding my heart the whole time because when they're sitting at the table and they're eating, but nobody's really eating because how can you eat in this moment? No. They're just trying to do normal things. I don't know what to do. And the mom keeps getting up and getting stuff for them and sitting back down and they're just kind of like awkward. Ilia's over there shoving spaghetti in his mouth and he just keeps looking over like, God, stop it. But it just broke my heart because I saw online where someone said that might be the first sit down homemade family dinner he's probably had. I was just like, that's so sweet.
Dude, that's so cute.
And the way the parents knew obviously him or of him. Right. And they had this idea of who he was or what their rivalry was, you know. Oh yeah. And then he's all like, we are lovers. And I was like, he's like, don't say that. Like
Oh man, I just love because the fact that it's like he speaks a different language, right?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cut and dry when it's like trying to translate it into English.
And then he's like,
yeah,
what? Like,
like obviously we are.
Your dad just saw us. Like,
it's so good. Oh my
just
gosh,
the cutest
it's
thing.
It's so good. Yeah, yeah. I just love it. I can't wait to watch it.
Oh, it's
I
can't wait for you to watch it.
Voice notes coming your way. Because like, oh my gosh, even the first episode, I just thought that because it takes a little bit in the book, like it does a really good job though, like really following the book. And it really does, like, it takes you from year to year in the book too.
Oh, wow,
like it gives you like years and like what's happening and like the little things that are happening throughout.
I don't know, man. It's so hot. I have no thoughts when I'm doing regular mundane stuff. All I'm thinking about is like,
oh my gosh,
I'm coming to the cottage.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh, like I thought that the first episode would just be more mild because like it's just the build up, mostly. Oh no. No.
The story building, like, it was just like,
oh yeah. I was like, oh, they're jumping right into like,
but you know
what's
what?
Going down.
I kind of like that because for people who are not, you know, if they're not quite sure if this might be something like, hey, I'm just not watching this kind of stuff normally or all the time. And so I am just like, look, just jump in, you know? Jump in and see how it feels.
That's kind of how you do life, though. So you're just like, let me just pick this up and I'll just jump right in. Yeah.
That's true. We kind of talked about this recently where we were talking about if someone is like, man, there's so much hype around this, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, if they're not sure if they want to bless their eyeballs with some man-on-man action, then we were talking about like how our journey into that kind of got started. Yeah. And for us, it was more of like not necessarily a threesome. Like when our books, first of all, let me just go ahead and should we cut that and start over? I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about in books. So the books that we were reading gently shoved us into
like a throuple situation.
Yeah, like a throuple situation. Yeah. And even that, we were like, oh, we were following along. Yeah. And then we realized, oh my God, this is so amazing. The more love, the better.
Dude.
Like these two or those two or all three, who cares? But like, we just love a throuple.
I'm telling you, I didn't realize until I read which one was it? Sarah Kate's
Give Me More?
Give Me More.
Give Me More.
I think that's
Is it Give Me? Yes, it's Give Me More.
Okay. I hadn't realized, because I'd never read a book where there was like more than one person they fall in love with or like a male on male situation at all.
Any kind of threesome had always been just kind of more of like
it's like like this.
Yeah.
Like a random night or something. It wasn't like
but the more actual depth. Like love and connection and this like, it's just so good.
Well, and that book made me realize, because there's scenes where it's just the two men.
Right. And it's not like, oh, I've just been gay or bisexual my whole life. Like it totally. You go along the journey of like this realization and like, man, this is my best friend. Yeah. Like
totally. Like the grappling of like, wait, and what that would mess up.
Ooh, do you know?
Sorry. Go. No.
My turn.
I'm so excited.
Like something that I love so much, and I don't even think we specifically talked about this. Like in that situation, there's always one that's always been straight. They've never experimented or experienced anything like that. And then there's one that's like the friend or the acquaintance, whatever, who's like bisexual. Totally. And my favorite thing is when you have to let the straight one come on to the bi one, because you don't want it to feel
doesn't. You can't have it feel forced or like you're like coercing
don't want to freak them out or do anything that they don't want to do. So it's always like that one is always kind of like, no, I can't, like we shouldn't. And then finally something happens where the quote unquote straight one is like, let me at it. And then you're like, yes, oh my God.
You're like, all right, we knew it. We knew this was coming. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Dude, it's so good. But that led us to like an MM situation.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think I even told you, I was like, I never realized like this was a thing for me. Like that to me is so attractive. Like
so attractive.
Reading about it, like I was like, this is the hottest thing. Like, yeah. But like it is very like, and now everyone kind of knows because they watch Heated Rivalry and they're like, oh, because it's freaking hot. Like it's just a hot situation.
Yes.
But it has led us to other books that we read. Like we thought like, oh, okay, like one female, like with the two men. Okay, like
we still hadn't fully.
No, like I had never read it like an MM,
right?
Straight up, and then we started reading like the Salt Kiss, like, Lioness series,
yes,
and it starts out with an MM,
right,
and then at the very end of the first book, you get introduced to a female, and we were both like,
we were so
hands up in the air,
annoyed, and like, what, like, no, they're in love, and they're like got a thing going on, and you're just gonna bring some girl into it now?
Seriously.
Like, dang it! And then it ended up we ended up being absolutely obsessed. Yes. I love all three of them.
Yes,
oh my god!
But it's just so funny.
Quickly we went from like, well, like I'm kind of into it if you know, but then we were like,
no.
Just them two. Get this girl out of here.
Just them. So, speaking of, and you haven't read it yet, but I just finished Promise Me by Sarah Kate.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Dude, okay. I need to pause for a second because this book, like I love the enemies to lovers situation.
Yes.
I gotta say, I fucking love the best friends to lovers.
What? I don't think I've experienced... Like, well, I guess the one we're talking about, they were friends.
Yes.
So you know what? Yeah.
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 Oh no, because it's like they have all of the background of like the best friendship and just like the camaraderie and like the having each other's backs and feeling safe with each other.
Yeah.
And then,
but like in a dude way, though.
In a dude way, like in like at the bar, he's his wingman. You know what I mean? Like it's like the whole thing, and then.
They're
like,
touch.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I'm safe. Like, I would do this for you if you want.
What?
Oh my God,
I'm sweating.
I'm telling you.
Okay. So I'm excited because I feel like I've always gravitated more towards like this taboo forced proximity. Like they don't really like each other. And then they just kind of tolerate each other. And then it turns into like a situation that just makes it happen. And then the feelings come afterwards. Yeah. So to have a situation where they're like...
Yeah, they're roommates in college. And they are best friends for 4 years before anything
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Oh my God. And they're so hot. And they're
Promise me.
But I'm just saying, like... Here we have also, we should probably give some like, if you're done with Heated Rivalry, and maybe you've read all of the books of Heated Rivalry, right? Like, I think it's 6 books, which I'm going to go back and read the other books because they're from other characters' perspectives. Mm-hmm. And I want to get like the whole thing. But like, there are amazing MM stories.
Yes, I'm trying to look real fast because there's a couple that I love that you didn't even read.
Well, now... Like, I'm just, it's so good. I'm like on the train. You know what I mean? Like, I always was cool, but like now I'm like, ooh, I'm wanting more. I'm craving more of that, like, thing.
Oh my gosh. There's so many actually. Maybe we'll just post about it.
Yeah.
Because
maybe we'll post.
There's so many. And by so many, I mean, I already went down that thing.
Because you watched some movies and stuff, right?
So my whole thing is like, once I realized this was a thing for me.
Right.
I have no chill. I'm just like, let me overdose on as many stories and shows. And then, you know, like my all-time absolute, like obsessed with husband, like Harry Styles is just the holy grail for me.
I know.
And when I found out that he was in My Policeman, and it's an MM. but like way back in the day when it's not acceptable at all. And my gosh. But just the way things like looked, the outfits, the hairstyles, and just like the pure tension and like taboo situation.
It's so good when it's like not accepted,
and there's just like the lightest like touch of the finger on the arm, like just
oh
my god. But it makes you like think about all these things because he's married, and you're like, that poor woman. But also like, if you knew this love story, like, sorry woman.
Oh, so good though.
So like once I watched that, I was like, what's next? I just immediately start the next one. And thank God that whatever platform, I don't know if it's Netflix or whatever it is that you're watching it on, it'll be like, since you watched
like
that,
and I like these other ones.
Thank you for my menu of men. After that, I watched another absolutely amazing movies, and it has Timothée Chalamet in it.
Oh my gosh, so good.
It's called Call Me By Your Name. I feel like I can't even give details because it's just such a good story, but you will be crying your eyes out. It's crazy.
Okay. Call Me By Your Name.
There's just so many good ones.
So many good ones. But I just, like, circling back, I just think it's so cool that people are loving this, and like, there's so much more. Like, this is just like a dip your toe into that realm, but it's just like, it's such a beautiful thing. And I'm so happy that people are loving it and just being able to feel that. I just think it's such a beautiful moment to like start out this new year feeling like this acceptance and this just like love.
Love is love.
Love is love, man.
And you know what I love is when I see like on TikTok where the, heterosexual or whatever, when there's a husband who is watching it too, and they're, quote unquote straight. It's like, I mean, to me, I'm still just like, I am so not a black and white person. I'm just like,
it's the spectrum is
come
like,
on.
Yeah.
Is anyone just straight? I guess. I don't know.
How boring.
So anyways, when I get to see like the men watching it. And to me, how hot is it? Even if that's not your thing. Yeah. The fact that they're not like, I'm not watching this, like, or they're not like somehow reactive about
I just think people that loving each other. Acceptance is so hot.
It's so hot. Acceptance is so hot.
I just love it. I love seeing all that too.
Yes.
Because I just feel like, man, like what a different world it would be if like everyone just like got to freely express those things. And I mean, I think that's what this whole show is all about. It's like in these spaces where it is unacceptable, and how it's like, it's cracking that a little bit open and like, hey, like, like what does this look like? And it isn't all just easy.
And
but
how
like,
scary it is to make a bold decision to do something. Like if you're like, it is worth it to me to make this like declaration. What is that? So to do something to tell the world when you know that it could absolutely ruin everything. How brave you have to be. Seriously. And the best thing is seeing how that kind of not trickles down, but like how like it gives permission for other people when as soon as they saw that and they were like, that's it.
Yep.
Me too.
We're going to the cottage.
We're going to the cottage.
Yes, absolutely. I think that bravery begets bravery.
Yes.
And I think that even in a fictional story, that also begets bravery.
Yes.
Right. For real life, like what people can like start talking about and opening up about and just like being themselves. Because I think that the hardest thing in life is hiding pieces of yourself.
Oh, it's the worst. And we're all going to die,
Right? So it's just, like, and I get that there's like there's gravity in these different spaces.
Of course.
Where it could affect everything you've worked hard for.
Everything.
Like, I do not put that lightly, but I just think it's such a beautiful thing that this is becoming such a phenomenon and like people embracing it, because I really do think that the ripple effects of that will be, it's just going to be huge.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love it.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll post some situations. We still have been really bad about posting like the books that we've read this year.
I mean, I posted every book that I read.
You did. I need to do it in like a sheet form so people can like click it and be like, oh, these are all the books. But I will be doing that soon. I just have not been. It's been crisp. It's break. What day is it even? Like truly, like what is even happening? We're getting back to it now, but like
but you can always DM us and ask whatever you want, and absolutely. We will. Yeah, we love to give recommendations.
We do. We love people immersing themselves in whatever world we're into and like experiencing it with them. Yes, it makes our hearts so happy. So
yay.
Anyway, okay.
All right.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.